All right, Taurus, what do I have for you, Taurus? I'm Lisi, the High Priestess. This can resonate in your past, present. Shoot, this is just a reading, okay? The way I like to do my readings, I like to tell stories. All right. Like, subscribe, notification bell. With the notification bell, you can get my lives. If not, you'll have to wait 12 hours. Spying, okay? There's a spy right here. I spy with my little eye, all right? Also, someone could be Italian, also a spy from a different country. Also, you're keeping an eye on your beer, or you're keeping an eye on your soda that's in the refrigerator. Um, you're asking, where can you please buy me some beer? While you're over there looking, can you look for some beer? You're looking for your beer or something like that. Also, someone's drinking and playing a certain instrument right here. Someone's watching someone play an instrument right here. Also, someone can actually play the violin. Someone's playing the violin um like it's just going, someone's to the beat. All right. Also, I hear different like instruments. You're listening to different instruments, high frequency music. You have to be high frequency music. All right. You're checking it out. You could be on YouTube. Also, you're doing more research on certain notes that can take you to a higher vibration. All right. La pera. Also, I feel like you're changing your diet as well. You're going green. Also, as the world goes green, um, also I feel like you're checking the avocados to see if they're just ripe, or the fruit if they're just ripe. Here you are, the Hierophant. Okay. Also, I feel like someone has big hands. Okay, that's a big old key right there. Also, God is here. God came through. God is here. God is good all the time. I feel like God is watching out for you. All right. If you don't believe in God, you need to start believing in Him. God is going to make a believer out of you. Just watch me. God is like, drink of this cup of knowledge. God is talking to you. Someone needs to find God as well, because God is coming. God is here. God is with us all the time. Also, knowing what to say, what's right is right, what wrong is wrong. Also, I feel like someone's talking about Adam and Eve, about how, the beginning of time. Someone wants to know more about the beginning of time. What do you think it was? You're having a conversation also about religion. All right, spirituality. All right, you're being more open to understand spirituality, or someone here is being more, something is opening up. Also, someone's going back to church. Church is also what I hear. I hear church. Like, man, this feels like church. Are you preaching to me? Why do you talk about God? You really believe in God? Can we have a conversation? I mean, because speaking on spirituality and religion, you have to be open to have a decent conversation where you agree to disagree, where you openly, um, I feel like, to convince someone that doesn't believe in God, do not use references in the Bible. Use testimony. All right? That's the best way. If your testimony cannot move someone to get there, maybe it wasn't your calling to do it. Even with me. If I can't wake you up, then I'm not the one for you. Respectfully get out the way and let the next person. I just playing. Nah, just stick around and listen. You never know. Because how do we see God, right? How do we all see God? What is our version of God? All right. What is our version of our creator? How many times has God came through for you? And if you don't like to call him God, the most high, when have you felt the closest to God? When have you felt closest to your maker, to your creator? What do you what what do you think would inspire inspire you to become the best version of yourself. Gaining wisdom is a lot more than just reading out of a book. I would like to tell you, it has to be experience. The most moving testimonies that you'll ever hear comes from someone's experience more than something that you read on the Bible, because some people need to see it. Some people need to hear it from the person that bear witness to their own testimony. What if we were all writing our biblical times? How connected are we to this outer source that isn't from this earth? Oh, just because you don't believe in God don't mean that somebody else doesn't. And just because somebody else doesn't mean that someone don't. You know what I mean? We have to be respectful on people's beliefs. And for some reason, there is dark out here. People do dark things in every single religion, institution, and in the occult. Occult ain't the only one in fault. The occult is actually leaked into all these organizations secretly. We have martyrs, and then we have the ones that stay behind closed doors. And even the good must cloak themselves. It's like, these superheroes that we make up in the head and then we put it out there in cartoons, but there really is superheroes and there really is villains. Every day we read about it on the news. Whether it's made up, whether it's made to manipulate us, who has not bear witness to a crime? 7-Eleven. Ocean, someone's crying, all right? Someone's asking for help, like, how did I get here? The Pisces card. Someone's talking to their angels. Why did this happen this way? Drive, taking a drive. You're realizing this while you're driving. Money. Like, why did I do this for money? Speaking on money, how much does money play in religion and spirituality? Jesus really like whooped everybody's ass when people were making spirituality a business. Different perspective as well. Something can be written on the book, but someone that has, outside looking in, some things just don't sit right in the spirit, because you can kill you're killing the bad guy, but you shall not kill the innocent. We will kill off a whole nation because it breeds in greed. It's evil and it will continue to breed evil. I mean, really paying attention to the stories. Like, until a full force of people is coming for you, that's when I will come. But see, also the power of faith. Faith is so important and we have to have it. Whether we believe in God or we're believing in our creator, whether we're believing in higher vibrations, whether it's all energy, we got to believe in something. If not, we'll fall for anything. What is your own testimony of God? How good has God been to you? And it's crazy that some people really, I'm so sorry why some people carry generational curses. It's a hard thing to break through coming from someone that had to break from it. And you think, like, you start believing in God for a minute. The little bit that I knew of him, that I thought I knew about him, how much of it is our own accountability? I constantly say all the time, I can never be God. I can never play God. I can never be God. And this morning I actually prayed for God because I was like, God, man, I don't understand how, you just haven't got rid of all of us. And I was thinking in my head, yes, he has. He has gotten rid of all of us. Like, you ungrateful. Like, I'm surprised God ain't cussing at us. Like, you ungrateful pieces of shit. You done nearly wiped off 80% of animals in this planet. I told you I wanted you naked, and now naked is a sin, and you guys didn't get it when I said don't eat the apple, okay? Because you were committing one of the biggest sins. But I mean, I don't know. I ain't got to say it. I ain't got to tell it, but I can never be God because God has a big, big, big job. And we got to pray for God because at any time, God can show us exactly who He is. And you ain't got to believe me. You got to believe your own testimony. That's the most important thing. Believing your version. Let me reframe that back. Believing God's version of it. Sometimes our version ain't the truth. Speaking for self. Speaking for self. God's version is more important than ours. Whether it's in the Bible or whether it's testimony, there ain't no lying, none of that.